personal.
It's gonna get personal.
One of the biggest mistakes people make when they start creating content is trying to be everywhere at once. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Substack. It feels like you need all of them, but you don't need to start everywhere. You need to start where your ideas have the best chance of being understood, shared, and turned into trust. So today, we're going to compare 5 platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Substack, and LinkedIn. By the end of this video, you should have a clear sense of where to begin. I'm Anne, and these are Bedford's tutorials. Start with Instagram if your work benefits from visuals, personality, and repeated visibility. It's a great platform if people need to see your style, your process, your point of view, or your day-to-day credibility. This is especially useful for creators, coaches, consultants, realtors, designers, fitness professionals, beauty professionals, founders, and small business owners. It's a trust-building platform. People can see your face, your work, your proof, your testimonials, your behind the scenes, and your personality all in one place. Choose Instagram if your audience might want to feel like they know you before they inquire, book, buy, refer, or even follow you. The challenge with Instagram is that it can make people overthink the look of the content. But our rule is that clear beats perfect. A strong idea in a simple reel or carousel post is better than a beautiful post that says nothing. Start with TikTok if you're comfortable being direct, useful, and a little less polished. TikTok is very strong for discovery. That means people do not always need to know you already in order to find your content. A useful answer, a strong opinion, a good story, or a clear teaching moment can travel very quickly. TikTok is a good platform if you can explain things out loud, react to what your audience is already thinking, or turn your expertise to simple, specific videos. This works well for educators, coaches, operators, founders, creators, and anyone who can teach through example. The major upside of TikTok is reach. The challenge is that the pace is fast. Content can move quickly, trends can shift quickly, and it can feel like you constantly need to keep up. But you don't need to chase every trend. Use TikTok to practice saying useful things clearly. Let's talk about Facebook. Start with Facebook if your audience is already active there, especially in groups, local communities, or relationship-based networks. Facebook is easy to dismiss these days, but that's a huge mistake. For a lot of industries, especially local businesses, real estate, parenting, fitness, home services, community work, events, or anything referral-driven, Facebook still matters. It's just not always the platform people talk about the most. But in many markets, it's where conversations, recommendations, and local trust still happen. Facebook is useful if you're trying to stay visible with people who already know you, people in your community, or people who may refer you. It's also useful if your business depends on groups. The challenge is that Facebook may not feel as culturally current as TikTok or Instagram. But the question isn't which platform feels coolest. The question is, where does my audience already spend time, ask questions, and make recommendations? If that place is Facebook, don't ignore it. Let's talk Substack. Start with Substack if you're a great writer and you want to build a deeper relationship with your audience. Substack is not the best first platform for everyone. It requires a lot more patience. Substack is less about quick hits and more about depth, consistency, and owning attention. But if your ideas need more room, Substack can be really powerful. It's a great fit for writers, consultants, strategists, educators, founders, executives, journalists, and anyone who wants to build authority through longer form thinking. Substack is especially useful if you don't just want people to see one post. You want them to subscribe, come back, and build a habit around your perspective. Substack usually works better when you have a clear point of view and some way to bring people into it, whether that's from LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, referrals, or an existing network. Don't start with Substack just because you want to avoid video. Start with Substack because your ideas genuinely need more space. Start with LinkedIn if your goals are strictly professional. If you want more clients, partnerships, speaking opportunities, recruiting visibility, career opportunities, investor interest, or industry credibility, LinkedIn is probably one of the strongest places to begin. LinkedIn is already built around professional context. People are already there to think about work, business hiring, expertise, leadership, and opportunity. The challenge with LinkedIn is that people often become way too formal. They start writing like it's a press release. Don't do that. LinkedIn is best for professional credibility, B2B trust, career visibility, thought leadership, expertise, and opportunity creation. Okay, so how do you choose? Choose Instagram if you need people to see your personality, proof, process, or visual world. Choose TikTok if you want discovery and you're willing to teach clearly on video. Choose Facebook if your audience is local, community-based, referral-driven, or active in groups. Choose Substack if your ideas need more depth and you want to build a newsletter or own an audience. And finally, choose LinkedIn if your goals are professional and your content is meant to create trust, credibility, and opportunity. Don't choose the platform based on where you feel the least uncomfortable. Choose the platform based on where your audience is, how your expertise is best expressed, and what kind of trust you're trying to build. You can always expand later.